EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Fair of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46.
Complete to number
a good pickup there, 21 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
He was taken down at the
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This will make it into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And with flags down, he's up near the 40. But it looks like this one might be coming back. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
So he's seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. It's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Browns, nothing.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Okay, ready? 57, Mike 57. Go, Brandon, turn up. 57.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And now it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
57 the mark. 57 the mark. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Incomplete here.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
1st down.
They run with Hill. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3.
Second and 3. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will make our score 9-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it'll be 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Lane. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. coming up at halftime. We'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Eluding the pressure right. That one complete to Hill. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A 59-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harris Campbell, as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback, because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that, because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And they will have a first down, as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
57's the mic. Mark 57.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Good.
Yeah, the Browns are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Browns have taken the lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Browns 15. Steelers 12.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
First down, Steelers.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down, Hill. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And this is not something they want to see. George Kittle, such an important piece to the puzzle, is still down here. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Justice Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Steelers 19. Browns.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or a pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
46-yard line.
Past the 20. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he's taken down inside the 30.
That's good.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot.
At the 29-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have retaken the lead. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Browns 22. Steelers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He will find his man on the outside. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. 20! And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Hill. And he dropped it about the 11 after only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
They'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now the Steelers use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have moved out in front. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Browns 29. Steelers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And Jones has it over the middle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First down, Steelers.
They'll look to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now this throw caught left side. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for Cleveland. 49 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tavon Young. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And goal.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll set up a throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Gonzalez's kick is good. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And his throw is incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
On play action, they'll throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Check, 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 check.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
Being chased out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Cleveland, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And next week, they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.